Hello dear students, welcome you all for the fifth session of the third chapter of Business Taxation 4, that is Goods and Service Tax, 6th semester Mangalore University for BCom. So in this session we are going to discuss HSN and SAC code. So my presentation will include HSN code and its purpose, then HSN code in India, then example for HSN code, then importance of HSN code in GST, then a number of digits to be declared in invoice, that is GST invoice, then SAC. So what is HSN code? What is the full form of HSN first of all? So HSN means Harmonized System of Nomenclature. So that means there is a system or uniformity in the system of description. Now how this code came to emerge? So it is an international classification of commodities which was developed by World Customs Organization. So HSN code was promoted or developed by World Customs Organization. So it is an organization which enhances or which promotes effectiveness and efficiency in customs administration throughout its member countries. Now there are almost 183 members of World Customs Organization, which accounts for 98% of the total world trade. So as I said, there are 183 members in the World Customs Organization. So it is a harmonized commodity description. As I told you, it describes the various commodities which are traded in the which are traded by different countries, and also each good or each commodity is given a code. So it is used by all the countries in the world. Almost majority of the countries in the world use this HSN code, and same code is maintained by the countries within their country's trade. That means trade between the different states or trade within the state. So 98% of the goods of international trade is classified in HSN. So that means around 98% of the total commodities which are traded are having the HSN classification or HSN code. Now let us discuss what is the purpose of HSN code. So first of all, it is to classify goods from all over the world in a systematic and logical manner. So that is the first purpose or fundamental objective of HSN code, to classify the goods, to divide the goods in a uniform manner, in a systematic and logical manner, so that there is no confusion while trading. Then to have a uniform classification for all the goods. So another purpose is to have a uniform classification so that it is followed by all the countries, especially the member countries. So there will not be any confusion when there is a interstate or inter-country trade. Then to serve as a base for customs tariffs. So when you have a uniform classification, it is easy to identify which commodity you are dealing with, which commodity is being transferred from one country to another. So it is easy for customs tariffs or to determine the customs tariffs. So it can also bring unity in the prices of the custom rates. Then fourth one, to collect the data on international trade. So another purpose is to have a clear-cut data on the international trade with regard to various goods. For example, if you want any information regarding the agricultural goods, you can have a clear-cut information because there is a HSN code for the agricultural items. If you want any information regarding information technology or software related products, you have the information. So it is easy to collect the data on an international basis. Now let us discuss what is HSN code in India, how it is important to India. So India is of course a member of World Customs Organization from 1971. You should remember, World Customs Organization came into origin on 1952, but India became member only after 20 years, that is on 1971. So India also followed the rules and regulations as issued by World Customs Organization. It also classified all the commodities based on the HSN code. But India initially had only 6 digits HSN code. So India initially used 6 digits HSN code to classify its various commodities for the purpose of customs and excise. So it was only for the purpose of customs and also excise duty. Then So later on what happened is another 2 digits were added so that there is a clear cut information about the product and there is a clarity about the commodity that is used for the trade and used for paying customs duty and excise duty. Then at present India has 8-digit HSN code and same thing is used for the GST also. So HSN code will remove the need to upload the detailed description of the goods as I told you in the beginning itself. So it is basically the information about the good and also a code. So by just knowing the code you will know the detail about the goods or detail about that product without going into detail or without searching for the details. By knowing the code itself we can know what this is what the product is. So in GST also it will help everyone to identify what type of goods or what type of products that you are supplying. So there is no need to have a description about the goods in the invoice also, GST invoice also. You can just mention the HSN code. From by entering the HSN code you can get a detailed description about that good. So it will help in or it will reduce the time, of course, because dealers need not describe the goods, and also it will help in filing the returns. It will become very easy. Otherwise you have to mention what type of good, which good, everything has to be mentioned in the invoice and also in the returns also. This will make easier to the person who's filing the returns, also person who is supplying the goods. Now let us know the structure of HSN in India. So in India, it has around 5,000 commodity groups, okay, with 6-digit code arranged in a logical and systematic structure. So it contains 21 sections with 99 chapters, 1244 headings and 5224 subheadings. So this is the vast section and with so many chapters, so many headings and subheadings. So all these 5,000 commodities are divided in a logical structure into various sections, chapters, headings and subheadings. So each section is replicating a broad category of a product, which is then divided into chapters. Then chapters are further divided into various headings. Then again heading is divided into various subheadings. So which indicates subheadings indicate the product code. Then so sections and chapters, what they do, they describe, as I told you, broad categories of the goods. So they are the general categories of the goods, and within that subheadings and headings describe the products in detail. For example, if you take vehicles as a broad category, so under vehicles you can divide the chapters as motor cars and other vehicles. Then you can also subdivide it into heading as we can divide it into as based on the cubic capacity, that is cc of the engine. Then again based on the cc of the engine we can have motor cars and other vehicles. So this is how the classification is done using HSN code. Now let us discuss some examples for HSN code. So let us take nylon molding powder. So this is an example. HSN code of the nylon molding powder is 39089010. Now let me explain this in detail. So what is this 39? So 39 is the first 2 digits, okay, which indicates as chapter. So what is the chapter for nylon molding powder? Is plastics and articles thereof. This is the chapter. Okay, then next digit is 08. So what is this 08? So it represents the heading number. So the heading for nylon molding powder is again polyamides in primary forms. The next one is 90. So 90. So which describes this one powder, nylon powder. Okay, that is the product code. And then the last digit, that is 10, describes the deeper classification of the product. In product only there are so many classes, there may be so many powders. Okay, nylon molding powder is one category. There may be so many things. So in that 10 is nylon molding powder. So this is how it is classified. So 39 is a chapter, then 08 is a heading, then 90 is a subheading, that is a product code, then 10 is ultimately the description of the product. Then let's go to the another classification. This is with regard to vehicles. So here 87, HSN code 87 is the chapter, that is vehicles and other than railway. Then HSN code 03 is again, it is a heading. Okay, that is, so it combined it is 8703 motor cars and other vehicles for transport. So this is the heading. Then HSN code 21 is, so it is based on a cubic capacity, more than 1000 cubic capacity. So vehicle cylinder capacity is more than 1000. That is the product number 21. Then it describes the product, that is motor cars. 91 is the under this. So there are so many items. Okay, so 91 item is motor car. So this is how HSN code is described. Now let us discuss importance of HSN in GST. So the primary importance of HSN in GST is to make the classification of the goods logically and systematic. So this is the primary purpose, because that was done in the customs and excise. So in GST also what happens is to make the GST systematic and globally accepted, so that there is no confusion regarding the goods, there is no confusion regarding the rates of taxes, there is no confusion regarding the description of the goods. So it is completely systematic and logical. Then, as I told you earlier also, to remove the need for detailed description of the goods, so you need not maintain or need not write the description of the goods at all, because HSN code is enough just in the invoice. And also to make the filing of returns easier, so it helps the trader or businessman or companies to file the returns very easily, just mentioning the HSN code in their returns. So next one is number of digits to be declared in the invoice. So how many digits has to be declared in the GST tax invoice, that we have already discussed in the previous session. So how many HSN codes need to be declared in the invoice? Okay, there are 8 codes of course, but how many codes need to be declared? So it is basically based on the turnover of the trader or businessman of the organization. So it is based on the turnover on the previous year. So what happens? So if the turnover is up to 1.5 crore, then what happens? That means your turnover is not more than 1.5 crore. Then you need not mention HSN code at all. There is no compulsion that you have to mention the HSN code. But if your turnover is more than 1.5 but less than 5 crore, then you have to just mention 2 digits of HSN code. That's all. Need not mention entire 8 digits in the GST invoice. Then if it is more than 5 crore, then you have to mention 4 digits of HSN code. Then if it is for exports and imports, then all 8 digits has to be mentioned in the GST invoice. Then services, you have to mention minimum 5 digits. So this is the limit, but you can mention all the codes, there is no problem. So that means if your turnover is 1.5 crore, need not mention at all. If it is 1.5 to 5 crore, only 2 digits are compulsory, that's all. If it is export and import, then all 8 digits are compulsory. So this is of the declaration of HSN codes in the invoice in India. So what I explained, it is there in this figure. So HSN above 5 crore, it is 4 digits of HSN. Then if it is between 1.5 crore to 5 crore, then 2 digits. Then if it is below 1.5 crore, then no digits of HSN need to be mentioned in the GST invoice. Now let us discuss SAC. What is SAC? So it is Service Accounting Code. So it is Service Accounting Code. Now we have already studied HSN for goods, commodities. Now what about the services? Because GST is goods and services. So for services to recognize, there is a SAC code, Service Accounting Code, which recognizes the service as same as HSN code. So it is a code for uniform classification of services. So under this code, all the services are classified into various sections, subheadings, chapters, subheadings. So for example, if I give legal service, the code of the legal service is 998213. So legal service code is 998213. So this is a description. First 2 digits represent all services coming under legal. Then next 2 digits represent the legal service, that is 82 represent legal service. Then under that there are so many services. For example, 13 is the legal service related to documentation and certification services concerning patents, copyrights and other intellectual property rights. So that is the description of 13, but it begins from 11. So 11 describe legal advisory and representation services concerning criminal law. Then 12 is regarding other laws. Then 13 is this one regarding patents, copyrights. Then there is 14, it is related to other documents. Then 15, it is arbitration and conciliation services. Then 16 is other legal services. It also continues further. For example, if you say same code 99, 82, 21, it is financial auditing services. 22 bookkeeping services. Then 23 payroll services. Likewise, it will go based on the different types of services. Now let me give another example with regard to telecommunication design and development service. So now let us break the 6-digit SAC code. Okay, so because services have only 6 digits, remember. So here 99 is for all the services. Okay, it is for all the services. This 78 describes the telecommunication service. Then 54 is whatever the services which are there in the telecommunication. Okay, so that is 54. Now let us see, the first two digits are the same for all services in SAC code. That is for all services. We have seen the legal service also, 99 is for service. Then so this 78 for the middle two digits of SAC code represents the main nature of service. In this case, it is a telecommunication service, as I told you. Then the last two digits describe the detailed nature of the service. So in this case, it is design and development services. So design and development services, the code for design and development service is 54. 78 is telecommunication service and 99 is service. So this is of SAC code is explained in GST. Now how can we recognize HSN and SAC code in GST invoice? You can easily recognize. So this is the GST invoice. So where it is mentioned, see here, just it is mentioned laptop, then just the code is given, then that's all. So here it is mentioned. After the description of the goods, there will be HSN or SAC code. So you can also mention whether it is a commodity or whether it is a service. If it is a service, then SAC 6-digit code will be there. If it is HSN, then there will be 8-digit code. Okay, we can also find out whether it is export or whether it is a, or you can also find out turnover. If it is less than 1.5 crore, then there will not be any HSN. That means that person's turnover is less than 1.5 crore. If it is 1.5 to 5 crore, then there will be only how many digits? 2 digits. So we can also find out that. So many things are found out through HSN and SAC code. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video.